Well, welcome back. We're here for another episode of the Platinum Podcast. It's been a while between drinks. It's been a really interesting period of time, I suppose. Both domestically, globally, at Platinum. The year has absolutely flown by and continues to do so. I can't believe that we're nearly in September. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess, is the old adage. As I said, welcome. For the disclaimers, please see the show notes, because I don't have it in front of me and I'm not going to try and pretend that I know what it says. You are welcome, I suppose, to just have myself, Trent, on the podcast today. As I said, it's been busy, and trying to get Asher and I with some clear air at the same time has proven next to impossible. So I just thought, while I had a little bit of time, I'd just jump on and say hi and check back in, I suppose, and try and get a bit more regularity around this. It's a bit of a passion project of mine and something that I quite enjoy doing. So I thought I would just let you have my dulcet tones for today. So what has been happening? I guess for us at Platinum, we've had a little bit of a shift in the business over the last 7-8 odd months now, where we unfortunately said a fond farewell to two previous staff members who have moved on to different challenges in different stages of life. So now it is just Asher and myself remaining in the business, which at the beginning was really scary. It was something that was really unknown, but became evident very quickly that the way we had built efficiencies into our business, that it was more than manageable, and kind of put us in that pressure environment where we had to pivot and bring in some more efficiencies and really review what we did and how we did it. And from our perspective, it's been fantastic in the way that we've managed to evolve the business so quickly. So hopefully that comes through in what we're able to deliver ongoing, and it seems to be something that for us has been quite refreshing. So with that, I suppose, came an office space that very quickly became way too big for two people. Those of you who visited 192 Gilbert, as beautifully presented, I suppose, as that office space it just was not fit for purpose for us with two people in this 420 odd square building, and our lease actually came up in June, so we made the decision to exit that premises and find a new home, which we have now found. We've been there since the start of July at 9 Claxton Street, which has really added into that refreshment piece. And for us, it still presents absolutely wonderfully. We have an awesome team that works out of there that support us, and the move was absolutely seamless, which was really wonderful. I think that's another one of the joys of where we are in today's day and age, with technology pieces and that being, essentially plug and play. We're able to sort of pick up our computers from one office, move them into the new office in the same day and be up and running, which was way different to how it happened last time we moved into 192. But definitely grateful that is the case, and that we're able to just really just, as I said, sit down and start working within the day. So yeah, I guess, the update for those of you that have visited our new premises. The feedback has been wonderful, so thank you. And for those that are yet to come and see us as part of your review process, or any new clients that might be listening to this that are thinking about it, we certainly do look forward to welcoming you to our new space. In the background as well, I've been doing quite a considerable amount of work on our online presence, predominantly with our website. Somehow in the cyberspace area, I got notified by a client, which was fantastic, that the link on our website had unfortunately broken, and I, with a little bit of technical nous, couldn't figure it out. But what I did manage to do was find another address which I could quite quickly link through to our page, which was fantastic. So our new website address is www.platinumfinancialplanning.com.au, which suits way better than the old one anyway. The website itself had a huge revamp, and I think looks pretty good. Always open for suggestions. If anyone's got any feedback or any suggestions that you want to see sort of popped up on there, please let me know. That's, I guess, the update on, I guess, where Platinum is. Outside of that, it's been chaos to a certain level. The Australian market itself is going really well. The ASX All Odds is sitting at near record highs today at 9,200, which is consistently up there, and definitely not something that I think a lot of people anticipated. But for the super and pension clients that are invested, it's definitely going extremely well. And with what's happening globally, our market has responded consistently very well. Australia has always been a little bit insulated from huge movements either way, but we've just slowly crept up there, which has been very nice to see. It's definitely not the huge fluctuations that historically, going back to the GFC and even a little bit through the COVID time, we've sort of come out of that very well. I think a lot of people were probably expecting Mr. Trump to have a little bit more of an impact on the markets, and I think initially when he did begin touting his tariffs and that with every country outside of the US, basically, there was a little bit of that knee-jerk negative dive, but I think globally, from what we've seen and what we've heard, a lot of countries kind of just, for want of a better word, laughed it off. Especially the initial tariff figures that were spoken of by Trump. A lot of people sort of just realised that was just never going to come into play. So markets soon factored that in and just kind of rolled with it, and continue to, really. There's not been a whole lot of movement in recent times around the tariffs, which is good. But with Mr. Trump, it's always an unknown entity about what each day will bring. So we kind of all wait with bated breath to see what his next media release stunt will be. But from an Australian perspective, market is doing very well, and on the back of that, and probably in conjunction with more so the interest rates, which have steadily sort of come down over the last 12 odd months, and at the last meeting got reduced again to 3.6 on the back of some positive financial data, including inflation, which is sort of coming into that band where they are wanting to be, their target band. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at the next meeting, which is slated for the 30th of September. It's a little bit of a coin toss at the moment, even between the analysts around what's going to happen. You know, if they're going to cut, is there going to be another one this year? If so, how many? If not, when's the next one? So yeah, trying to get a little bit of a grasp on that is dangerous at the moment, because really I don't think anyone kind of knows until the next lot of data does get released, which will be interesting reading, you know, for those of you that are interested in that. Yeah, it's sitting in a pretty good spot at the moment across the board, between the obviously the investment market, the interest rates. It's all been quite positive from an Australian perspective. The ongoing conflict in Russia and the Ukraine is having an effect in certain sectors of our market, which a lot of it's sort of seen / heard, felt. There's a lot of it out there that kind of goes unknown, just in what is produced in certain sectors of the world that is now being almost brought to a standstill because of the conflict. I recently became a member of the CFS here in South Australia, and a certain piece of our personal protective equipment is delayed close to 12 months at the moment, because a certain portion of it is manufactured in the Ukraine, and that is something that they can't actually get out of there at the moment. So stuff like that you kind of don't consider is being impacted. That being said, yeah, I guess that was just really a quick update, and just to let everyone know that we're still here, and yeah, we're all going very well on this end. I will definitely commit to making this a bit more regular, and I will do my best to align our times between Asher and myself, that we do get that clear air that we can actually both jump on here. If there is any questions, comments, topics that you would like us to discuss in a little bit more depth, please contact us either via our website, which now has the capability of sending us messages. You can give us a call, or you can drop us an email. All our contact details are either on the show notes here, or they are available on our website. Look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and for those that are due to come in to see us, definitely look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.